Okay, people, welcome back to a... Don't you hate it when your sock is, like, just slightly askew? You know you put it on right, but now it's, like, kind of funky. I ain't got time for you, sock. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I am Robo. You've seen this 3 times this week, but it's been a news-heavy week. Again, it's the run-up to Toy Fair. I thought there wouldn't be a lot of news, but there's been a shitload of news. And I can only imagine what is going to be shown at Toy Fair. How much news is that going to be? So next week we'll get back to the reviews. We'll get to the regular schedule. But for now... But today let's talk about some Mezco, some Medicom, some SH Figuarts, some Hasbro, and some other things here and there. First up, last week I stated that the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Master Roshi was a Soul Web exclusive, and it is listed as a Soul Web exclusive, but Bluefin will be distributing it to the rest of the world. So you can go to your favorite online retailer, or eventually brick and mortar retailers, and pick this up, or pre-order it, whatever. If you want the full details and pictures, go back to last week's weekly. You can see it there. Shameless self-promotion! There's something weird with the camera. I'm used to standing here, but I feel like I'm right up on it. Hello, how's it going? Keeping with the SH Figuarts for a moment, there's magazine scans floating around of a couple of future releases, and one of those is the SH Figuarts Dark Knight Rises Selena Kyle. Now, we saw her teased with the SH Figuarts Bat Pod, and it looked great, but these scans, I'm in love with the MAFEX version. I will put that out there right at first. So I don't know if I'll be getting this, but it does look great. I like the proportions of it, and there's that picture right there where she's kind of crouching, kind of crawling. How did they do that? So super interesting. I mean, like I said, I think I've committed to the MAFEX line. My heart is there. I've given it my, class ring and such. There's also magazine scans of the Manga Realization Deadpool. We saw this at, I believe it was Tokyo Comic-Con last year. I haven't got any of the samurai mishmash things for the Star Wars line, for the Marvel line, but it's Deadpool, man. I'm a sucker. I can't help it. I'll have to get this. Now, this clearly shows that there's several sets of eyes. I believe we knew that already, but seeing it again, just sells me on it. Now, there's not really any dates in these scans, but it does say that Selena is $60 and the Deadpool is $90. 2 more SH Figuart teases this past week would be the Street Fighter Ken and Sakura. Not a lot is known, it was just teases. It should be somewhere in July or June. I don't know why I went backwards with those dates. Most people would say June, July. You're on the wrong channel if you're just wanting sensical stuff coming out. Sensical? But it'll probably have the several sets of faces, several sets of hands, the effects. When it comes to Street Fighter, I still lean in another way, and the Ken is not as recognizable as I feel like he should be. But what do I know? NECA has announced that they will be re-releasing the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy's Furnace. I didn't even see this the first time around. I don't think I did. But it has a hinge door, realistic weathering, flickering LED to kind of simulate that fire look. I don't have a strong attachment. In fact, I watched most of these movies for the first time just last year at Halloween. And I liked a lot of it, but I don't have that nostalgia for it. But for people that do have that nostalgia, and I know there is a lot of you, this is a good thing if you didn't get this the first time around. The re-release should hit in May. Mezco Toys is putting out some teasers for their Toy Fair reveals, and one of them for the 1/12 Collective line would be this group of silhouettes. Now, it's fairly simple to tell who the middle one is. Even I got that one. But the others are a little bit harder to guess. On the far end, most guesses are for Friday the 13th Jason. Some guesses are for Wolfman. Next one over, most people think Gimli Cyclops. He has kind of a wrap down at the boot. But other people are saying Robin, maybe even Nightwing. Next to that seems to be Justice League Flash. The ear things don't really give it away. Could be something else, but I tend to agree with that guess. The middle, people are saying Keaton Batman, could be any Batman, could be the next step in Mezco's own designs for Batman. Next, the consensus is Netflix Punisher. They teased that a couple months back, a month back, whenever. So it kind of fits that silhouette, but people are also saying Cable too. I'm leaning towards Punisher. And then the closest one, it was pretty easy to guess because of the hood, several other things, and that would be, and they actually already revealed it, so I'm not even going to guess, and that's the Spider-Man Homecoming homemade suit. It looks a little bit rough. Yes, I agree with that. It looks a little bit fuzzy, but that's just the material, and this is just a prototype, so it may look better in the final promo shots or what they have on display at Toy Fair. My thing with this is by the time this comes out, we'll be way past this look for Spider-Man. The next Avengers movie will be out. Apparently he has a new look in that. I can see people, wanting the whole collection, but it's just an odd choice. Another figure we saw at last year's Tokyo Comic Con would be the Medicom MAFEX Gwenpool. Now, MAFEX has done a couple of Marvel figures before, but they've been mostly movie, and they've been mostly Iron Man and Spider-Man. So a comic book styled Gwenpool is kind of out of left field. But it makes me very, very happy because this thing looks fantastic. Not that I know who the hell the character is, I've never read anything with her in it, but reading, Wikipedia, stuff online, the way people talk, I dig it, plus I like the look. You mix some Deadpool in there, I'll probably be interested. Accessories include 2 backpack options. Well, one's a penguin, one is a shark. So cute. She comes with a cell phone, she comes with a pair of swords, she comes with sheaths for those swords, and what looks like fake hilts for it. And I'm okay with that. I don't need the swords to actually go in the sheaths. As long as it looks like they're in there, I'm good. And then she also comes with a mask down option to go around her neck, and that would be for her alternate heads. She's got the standard look, her looking kind of happy. She has the kind of freaked out look, and then she has the unmasked look, and this thing looks amazing. I had to go online and look for reference pictures of Gwenpool without her mask, and this unmasked head pretty much nails that look. Oh man, I hope the final product comes out like that. It's not like they're face printing here. It's an anime kind of, cartoon look. Surely it's going to come out looking close, but it is MAFEX. We've had trouble with that in the past. But at least quality control's on the up and up, or at least they seem to be improving there. So I may skip the Marvel Legends one for this. The only problem is it's listed for 6.3 inches. MAFEX does run a little bit large, but that seems really, really large. Now, this will cost $70 because Medicom's another one of those companies that the prices just kind of keep creeping up. And it's set to release in September. Just as soon as I paid for the Bandai Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Broly model kit, that they announced I'm going to go through it again. The Bandai Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Piccolo model kit. I mean, it was that day. I paid and then boom. They put up one teaser picture of Piccolo and some kind of weird information, but get up today and they had more pictures and they have more information, so that's cool. Right off the bat, you see that Piccolo comes with his turban, it comes with the big ass collar, it comes with the cape. The arms, I wish it came with a crossed arm piece like a lot of the Figuarts come with, but it looks like his arms do kind of reach into here. But we've seen the model kit pictures, at least the promotional pictures before, where it's doing something that when you get to the final model kit, it's kind of tough to make it do that. But all that comes off for just a standard Mr. Piccolo. He comes with an effect piece for his special beam cannon. He comes with 3 faces, and I think those faces are attached to the top of the head. The whole thing comes off because there's the angry face, the normal face, and then it says a face with the turban, which is normal too. But you can see kind of a gap in above the ear. I think the whole thing comes off and then comes on over it, although the ears stay on the neck piece. I don't know, it's really weird. I guess we'll see when it finally releases. And then finally, continuing the trend of Broly, who came with scared or beat up faces for Vegeta and Goku. Piccolo comes with an extra hair piece for Super Saiyan Gohan. It's just a different look to the hair, which is cool. It gives you more options for past models while giving people more incentive to get the Piccolo if they want to change their Gohan. But more incentive to get Piccolo? I've been waiting for a Piccolo in this line. Now, the cool thing about the Dragon Ball Z Figuarts standard model kit line, they announce it, they put it up for pre-order, a couple months you got it. They're pretty much a machine at this point. The Piccolo will cost $30, and it releases in April. And then finally, it seems a very, very small shipment of the Marvel Legends Deadpool Legends Sasquatch Wave has hit the Philippines. Now, word is the distributor put it out by accident. Just a few very lucky collectors got their hands on these. But to me, seeing them in the package and out there makes me scared. Yeah, scared. Or at least my wallet is very, very scared, because how many Marvel Legends are going to stack up? Hell, the Deadpool wave makes me not really care about the Lizard wave. I think the Deadpool wave isn't meant to hit until March. So seeing it now is cool, but man, that's a long wait for me to just, you know... But even though we had seen him on list, it's nice to have confirmation for the X-Force Deadpool to be in this wave. This was originally a HasCon exclusive. People were wondering if it was going to see wide distribution, but it's not exactly the same. You can see that the glove cuffs and the boot cuffs are sculpted on, or at least separate pieces this time. On the HasCon exclusive, they were painted on. He seems to be missing the pinky, so does the regular Deadpool, who is on the, I believe it's the Sunfire body, the Spider-Man 2099 body. But man, that package looks empty, doesn't it? It's like Old Man Logan. You get the figure, you see all this air around it, it's a little bit disheartening, but then you just open that shit, throw it away, and you have the figure. That's all I care about, really. But I can see how people may be disappointed here. He just comes with the two swords. But man, out of the package, he looks great. I cannot believe how good he looks. I saw this in person at San Diego, but now seeing pictures of it and knowing that it exists out there in the real world, yeah. He also looks great with some others, like Cable, who comes in this wave, and then Domino. Yes, Domino's a little bit cheap, has some reuse, but look at all the rest of the new stuff. Well, okay, not all the rest of the new stuff. Cable is a big honking figure with all kinds of stuff. He has some new guns. You also get Deathlock, you also get Plaiden, and you also get X-23, who, there's some new sculpts here and there, so they have to balance the wave a little bit. So, I'm just going to be sitting here for a couple months going, need my Deadpool, 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 need my Deadpool. Also, from this picture, it looks like Deadpool is the double pack, which is really no surprise to anybody. And there we go. That's all the news for this week. Well, I say news. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I just kind of cover 1/12 or around that scale. If I did everything, that would be 45 minutes to an hour. Nobody wants that. I don't want that. Thank you, NECA. Come on, Super 7. Thank you, Mattel. We're going to see that hopefully in March from Toys Alliance. Come on, Hasbro. You know you want to. But if you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you on the Fwoosh.